What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So, continuing some of the Reactivate news that I've been covering, we also have the leaked intro opening cutscene from Reactivate when it was called Transformers Rise. This seems to be the version from 2020 by certain Affinity. Things probably have changed with this game and maybe even the plot of this game, so take this with a grain of salt. It seems like a lot of this probably isn't going to stay. So I wrote some notes down here, some very important bullet points here from the opening cutscene. It's 2 minutes, and it reveals a lot that at least I didn't know, because I don't keep up with the Reactivate leaks a lot, like what I do with the movies. But we're gonna jump in. I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on all of these plot lines that they're doing here in Reactivate, or the old version of Reactivate, I should say. So first here, I noticed that John Bailey is voicing Optimus Prime, which is neither here nor there. I mean, I just don't like how when they get a new voice actor, it sounds like a dude trying to sound like Peter Cullen. Where is the originality in these Optimus Prime voice actors? I mean, listen to how David K., Gary Chalk, the dude from RAD 2001, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. Let me know in the comments who voiced Optimus in RAD 2001. All those guys back then, they totally reinvented the voice of Optimus Prime and how it sounds, and it sounded great. They did great jobs with what they were given back then. And just to hear in recent times that Hasbro just couldn't be bothered to just get Peter Cullen, and they just want to save money and be cheap, and get these guys who are trying to sound like Peter Cullen, like the dude in Cyberverse and John Bailey in Reactivate here. It seems like it just sounds cheap to me. I just don't like it. I've always been that way. I just don't like it when they get a voice actor trying to sound like Peter Cullen rather than just getting Peter Cullen himself. I mean, like, he is such an important asset to Transformers, and he's not getting any younger either. I mean, I just want to throw that out there. I mean, how many more projects will how many more movies do you think Peter Cullen will be able to work on? He's going on, I think, like 82 or 83, which, I mean, congrats to him. He's been living a long life. Nothing but respect to Peter Cullen. He's an amazing guy, it seems like. But I just don't understand why Hasbro doesn't want to use Peter Cullen as much as I think they should. It's just insane to me. I mean, he needs to be given the flowers that he deserves, especially at his age, because you never know when we aren't going to be able to hear Peter Cullen voice Optimus Prime again, which is very sad to think about, but it's just the reality of being a human being, guys. But yeah, I'm not too crazy about John Bailey voicing Optimus, if you couldn't tell already. It would have been cool. I wouldn't mind it if he was trying to make his own Optimus voice, but just the Peter Cullen ripoff expression, I just don't like. We know the name and the faction of the alien invasion. They're called Legion. They seem to be based off of the Quintessons. Now, whether the Quintessons are going to be name dropped in the game, we don't know. The name might have been changed to Quintessons at this point in time. I mean, this cutscene is from over 4 years ago, so things again could have changed. And Optimus was explaining how it's made of millions of nanomachines and how they could regrow themselves and regenerate and grow into a bigger army if you kill one. And it's an interesting idea. I don't know how it's going to be executed, how well it's going to be executed, but it does sound like it's going to be an interesting little plot line there for how Legion works as a life form and as an army. And they also go into how the Autobots and the Decepticons, they put aside their differences once Legion came and invaded the planet, and they teamed up to face Legion, and they teamed up with the humans as well. So that's a cool plot line. I do like how the Autobots and the Decepticons are teaming up. It gives you a bit of a different storyline than some of the stuff that we've been getting typically for the past couple decades. You don't really see a lot of storylines with Autobots and Decepticons teaming up, so that's a nice, refreshing take that I'm really open to. And they go into the structures that you see lodged into planet Earth and that landed on Earth. They seem to be, I mean, they don't really explain it. They kind of allude to it that it basically sucks up the Earth's nutrients and the Earth's resources within the ground. That's what it seems like they're getting at. I don't know for sure. Maybe it was just them talking metaphorically about the structures, but it seems like that's a part of the plot line, which again is pretty cool. I don't mind that at all. And what gets really spicy here in this cutscene is an energy pulse went off from these structures and machines, totally wiping out the Transformers, putting them in stasis lock. Now, that raises a lot of questions. Did Legion know that that would happen to the Transformers? Does that mean that they created the Transformers and they know their weakness? When did this happen? How soon did it happen into the invasion on Earth? It raises a lot of questions and where they could really go with the storyline of Legion and how it relates to Earth and the Transformers and why they're there in the first place to destroy Earth and suck up all the resources. So that is a very cool plot line. I really like where it could go if they're even keeping that in the game. I mean, the game is still called Reactivate, so it seems like that is still probably one of the main plot lines of the game, I'd assume, just judging by the subtitle. But who knows? Who knows? It could change. And since that energy pulse, it's been 70 years since the humans have been fighting on their own without the help from the Transformers. I don't know how the human race could possibly do that with such an advanced alien species such as Legion. I mean, if they could wipe out the Transformers just with one sonic boom or energy pulse, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. I don't know how the humans could keep up with them for 70 years. Unless if, they're reversing technology from the Transformers and from Legion, which is probably likely judging by what we've seen from how the humans are dressed and what combat gear they have in the game. So that's probably how they were able to keep up with Legion and fight them off for so long, for almost 100 years, which is pretty insane. So it seems like after 70 years, this lady, Andrea Fairborn, who's the leader of a group called Renegades, is probably the main human resistance fighting against Legion on Earth. It seems like after the 70 years, they're going to somehow revive the Transformers. You could see Bumblebee coming back to life in the cutscene, so it seems like that's going to be when they come back to life. I'm really curious to see how the Renegades are formed and what they consist of and what the characters are going to be from the human side of things with the Renegades. Maybe there's going to be some other references to past human characters from G1, Unicron Trilogy, Animated Prime, who knows? That would be kind of cool. And that's basically how it leaves off. It's kind of like a cliffhanger, leading into the storyline of the game, which is pretty cool. Hopefully a lot of the aspects of the storyline are kept, because there is a lot of cool and interesting and different things going on here that you just don't get from a lot of modern Transformers stories. I love the energy pulse putting the Transformers in stasis lock and having the humans just fighting Legion for 70 years. I love the Autobots and Decepticons teaming up. That is a great idea. Legion sounds like it's going to be a cool new alien race faction, inspired by the Quintessons, if it hasn't already been changed back to the Quintessons during the development of this game, because again, this leaked opening is from 4 years ago, so they could just be the Quintessons by now, who knows. The only thing that I really just don't like from watching this opening is the voice for Optimus Prime. I hope Epic voice guy John Bailey, he was just similar to what they did in the Bumblebee movie. He was just, there to lay down the lines, and then Peter Cullen just records them, which would kind of suck still, because judging by Peter Cullen's experience doing that in Bumblebee, it was not good for him for voicing Optimus. So hopefully we just get Peter Cullen in the final version of this, and it seems like we will. I think from the leaks we did hear that Peter Cullen is returning for this game. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but hopefully he's back. But other than that, this sounds like it's going to be a pretty cool storyline, at least for the game. Now, whether or not the game is actually good, PRELUDE, that's something that we obviously do not know. I mean, we don't even have an official, like, actual trailer for this game yet, so I don't know. We'll see what happens with this game. Hopefully it comes out at some point this year. I mean, it's been delayed for like 5 years now, which is crazy. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this opening cutscene. From what I've seen, it looks pretty cool. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below. What do y'all think about this opening cutscene from Reactivate? All my social medias are linked down below. My email is also down below if y'all want to hit me up about business inquiries, if you want to message me about whatever, or if you want to subscribe to my new Patreon down below. It's got tons of exclusive content that you won't see here on YouTube or anywhere else, such as exclusive style motions, Transformers photography, sneak peeks at projects I'm working on, such as dioramas, videos, photography, stop motions. You guys get 1 week access before everybody else here on YouTube to my stop motion films. You guys get exclusive music and music snippets from my stop motion films. You guys get Discord access. So if y'all want to help support me and help support the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye!